that first radio call, I usually just say where we are, where we're going. So, Huntsville Executive Traffic, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta, ramp, taxi, runway, tree 6, Huntsville Executive.
And brake check, you want to check your brakes?
Yeah, I'll check mine. I got flight controls, and my brakes work. You got flight controls.
I have flight controls.
Your flight controls.
And okay.
So there's two exits. You can either go out over here, or there's one to the left.
Okay. I'll take this one.
Yeah, we're already.
Nothing to the left. To the right. We're on the yellow.
Cool, yeah.
Huntsville traffic, Angel Plate 0 Kilo Sierra, Twin Cessna on 5 miles southeast, entering the right base, runway 36.
Angel, good for you. This is 1 Charlie Papa. We're about to enter downwind for 36 at Huntsville Executive.
Okay, we're coming up on a substation right underneath it. Executive traffic, station 501, take us departing 366 seconds.
And the other guy said he's on downwind.
Yeah, I don't see him.
I don't either.
I don't have him on my iPad either.
So exec traffic, 871 Charlie Papa is midfield downwind for 36. Looking for Angel Flight at Huntsville Executive.
Yeah, I think you got Rome, go ahead.
Alright, there he is. He's,
Got him, yes.
abeam the numbers.
We'll do the run up at the whole time.
Yeah, yeah. I wish we had a run-up zone here. We do not.
871 Charlie Papa, turn and base, runway 36, Huntsville Executive.
And Huntsville Exec, Twin Cessna, Angel Flight 0 Kilo Sierra is number 2 for 36.
I got him way over there. He's on a long extended base.
Got him. Looks like he's over the VOR.
Yeah, actually, the VOR is that way. It's a little bit southwest of us.
Okay. So what am I looking at then?
So you're Montesano.
I understand, okay,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Okay, yeah.
And Huntsville Exec, Angel Flight 0 Kilo Sierra is 3 mile final, runway 36.
871 Charlie Papa is a half mile final for 36, touch and go, Huntsville Executive.
Told you it'd work.
Well, if it's bumpy or
It looks like
what?
it looks like it's smooth. Calm winds. Hoping it's smooth.
Alrighty, so we got him.
Alright, he's off.
We'll do the run up, we'll wait for him.
And Huntsville
All right.
Exec, Angel Flight 0 Kilo Sierra, Twin Cessna, 1 mile final, runway 36.
We're on the brakes, fuel is on both. Rim is for takeoff. Flight controls are clear. Where am I?
Instruments.
Instruments, those are good. Are we?
Yeah, and I would just match. Yeah, that one's honestly seems like it's more accurate than that one right now. It's field elevation 763 here, so that's probably correct, that one. maybe a little off, so I'm just going to set this one to match that
Okay,
one.
okay. Works for me. Mixture is full rich primer locked. We'll bring the RPMs up to 1700 and then we will check the mags. 17. And right. Oh.
So that's the alternator.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
Lord have mercy.
Or that was the master switch.
And we've got a drop. Back to both. Back up. To the left. We've got a drop. Back up. We've got both. Idle.
Huntsville executive traffic, 871 Charlie Papa, midfield downwind, runway 36.
And actually with this one, you also want to check carb heat. So go back up to 1700 real quick. So carb heat out, check your pressure, temperature, fuel, and then go idle.
With the carb heat out?
Yeah, with the carb heat out, and it shouldn't shut down on you. Get rough for a second, push the carb heat back in. RPMs should rise a little bit, and then it goes back to 1,000. So an extra step there.
Okay. Where am I? Carb test vacuum. We don't have vacuum.
No vacuum.
Because we've got amps and volts.
Huntsville exec, 71 Charlie Papa, right there.
You did check the voltage already, so you actually did the voltage check. When you turn off the left side of the master, the high voltage light goes on, and the amps will discharge.
Where's my high voltage line?
Right here. That goes on,
Okay.
and your amps go
Gotcha.
negative.
Gotcha. And oil pressure is good. We're in the green. Idle, we did that. Throttle, we're good. I just... Are we good?
There's one person on base right now, so we'll probably wait for them, and then we'll be good to go.
Okay.
We're gonna go, like you said, we're gonna go northeast. We're gonna go to the practice area. 3,500 is fine, altitude-wise.
Right, final.
Traffic pattern altitude here is 1,800. That's just for your future reference. Yeah. Like I said, after you take off, I'll take flight controls real quick so you can put the toggles on, and then I'll get back to you.
So we'll be toggling and climbing out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give you headings.
Marine. They're from Redstone, I know that area.
Yeah. Alright, going around. It just looked like he was fast on that one. I don't know. Alright, he's out of here. I'll make
Okay.
the call. There's nobody else on final, nobody on the runway.
Okay.
Huntsville Executive Traffic, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta, taking off runway 36, departing northeast, climbing 3,500, Huntsville Exec.
Oh, if we're not off by the 1,000-foot markers, we're gonna shut this down, taxi back. If we're off and we lose power, we are gonna land. If we've got runway in front of us, we're gonna land, taxi back. If we're lose power and we're got no runway, I guess we're gonna land straight ahead.
Straight ahead, yeah, we got a lot of fields over there.
Okay, if we're above 20, if we're at traffic pattern altitude and we lose power, I'm going to hand controls over to you to land us on the ground.
Alright, sounds good.
All right, so 36 here, 36 here, 36 here, we're in the correct runway.
Good,
And
36 verified.
feet on the ground, heels to the ground, throttle in, right, rudder. Looking for 55, airspeed is alive. And 55. Rotate and climb out.
And VY is 78 in this plane.
Okay. Goes down a little bit. Okay, so it wasn't them.
Yeah, and you will notice it does take a lot of right rudder. It's got a pretty, like I said, an overhauled engine on it, so it's got a lot of power.
Oklahoma traffic, West Skydive Reserve field, about 2 minutes. Use caution, don't overfly midfield, Oklahoma.
At about 10 degrees of up. Should get me at 78. Yeah, it's warming up.
There it goes.
Skyhawk 71 Charlie Papa is right base 436 landing.
Alright, I can take flight controls if you want to put your foggles on.
Okay, you have the flight control?
I got flight controls.
You have the flight control.
7600 we're off. 8 miles to the south, inbound ILS runway. ILS Zulu, full stop, Morgan.
Alright, you ready?
I'm ready.
Alright, you got flight control.
I have the flight control.
Your flight control.
My flight control.
Alright, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta, turn right heading 040.
Right turn 040.
Huntsville Executive Traffic, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta departing the pattern to the northeast, Huntsville Exec.
If we enter the left downwind runway 36,
Okay, we just overshot a little bit. Go ahead. So we're climbing the 360, right?
What'd you say?
So we're climbing the 360?
runway 05.
3,500.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well. Back. There you go. 4.
Use a little bit more right rudder as well. That might help a little bit. There you go. That ball center.
Well, on the traffic, we got Skydive Reserve in the field right now. Use caution, don't overfly midfield, Oklahoma.
Hey, why do I keep drifting?
Skyhawk 652, that Alpha will be entering.
Okay, we got 500 feet to go.
Runway 22, touch and go to parking field. That's my traffic, Cherokee, that's 3452, where you at? That's my traffic.
Okay, when I come up to 40, it just starts drifting to the right. Is that me, or am I just reading?
I think it's you. One thing that might help,
Okay.
try and just use your fingertips. Because
Okay.
if you have your whole hand on it, it's just putting weight on that side.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, 350, we're going to level out, so we'll nose over.
Also, rudder will also help you maintain that heading.
Okay.
There you go.
Up.
Caliber traffic, Navajo is currently 18 miles to the west.
And keep pitching forward.
Throttle back.
Now, if you're fighting it, because it's still climbing on you, so
Yeah.
you're going to have to use some trim, and you're going to have to get it down. So this one, normal for it to be, pretty low below the horizon.
Hey, well, I can't see the horizon.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, so let's nose down trim.
Traffic rear check 667, 3 miles to the northwest. Huntsville 6, Skyhawk 7.
Okay, that feels, that feels trimmed out to me.
There you go. So now just take it down, get that 150 feet back.
Traffic 170 Romeo, left crosswind, that's my traffic, that's 3452,
Got to pitch down a little bit. So, I'm sure you remember from private, whenever you do some instrument time, the key is a constant scan. So you're always kind of scanning between your different instruments. Now, the G5 makes it really nice because it combines 3, or actually a lot more than 3, it combines all of the instruments in one screen. However, don't neglect these analog instruments. It's all about not, there's 3 common errors: fixation, omission, and emphasis. So don't fixate on it. Don't fixate on the attitude indicator, for example.
Okay.
Keep a scan going, divide the attention between the instruments evenly.
Okay.
Omission, don't neglect an instrument, right? Don't completely skip out on the vertical speed, because that's a really important instrument. It gives you a trend.
Yes.
And then emphasis. So basically don't spend more time on one instrument than another. You're doing good so far. You got your altitude back, heading looks really good.
Trim that out a little bit
And
more.
yeah, trim looks perfect.
That's good. Alright, so 22 should hold the altitude.
Yeah.
Alright. So I feel trimmed out. I just am off as far as heading.
Now we're going to do some turns to headings. So, I'm going to give you a few. I might give you a climber descent thrown in there as well.
Okay.
Just going to act as ATC. So, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta, turn left heading 190.
Left turn 190 for 172 Kilo Delta.
And just maintain 3,500 unless I give you something else.
Okay.
Good, so a nice standard rate turn. You got a few indications of standard rate in this plane. You obviously have your turn coordinator.
Yes.
You have a magenta rate indicator right here, and you have green rate indicators at the top.
And we're looking for 190.
Exactly, yeah.
Got 100 degrees to go. Yeah, this is really different.
Different? Yeah.
First vehicle, because I keep wanting to look out.
Oh, yeah. I'm your eyes today.
Got a little bit of a climb, which is fine. So we will start to roll out. The 190. And there we go, 190.
Good. Now if you want to bug that heading so you have that reference, this knob right there is going to move your blue heading bug around. Yeah, good. And you'll notice when you climbed a little bit in that turn and then you descended back down, and so your power kind of went up on you. So that's always going to be a constant kind of changing thing as well.
And we're high, so
There you
let's get
go.
back down.
Yeah, good. Keep that scan coming. It's really hazy outside today.
On the ball. Power out. Goes down 100.
South 852 Alpha being entering final for 122 pitching with Springfield.
So we will level out.
Alright, good. Alright, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta. Turn right heading 030, climb and maintain 4,000.
Right turn 03. One more time again.
Yeah, right turn heading 030, climb and maintain 4,000.
Right turn 030, climb and maintain 4,000. For 172 Kilo Delta.
The west will be entering the left downwind runway 36. Traffic Skyhawk 122 Juliet. We are left crosswind runway 05. We have northwest bound departure climbing to 4,500.
Do you full throttle climb or just add power climb?
I do full throttle climb.
Okay. So we're standing return We're looking for 030.
Huntsville Executive Traffic.
And this is good. You're doing at least 500 feet per minute, which for instrument is expected.
Okay.
Climb or descend.
Solid green traffic, cat 1549, 5 miles to the north.
Our speed up. Up on that ball.
There you go. So watch that altitude. Got a little high.
Okay, yeah. That was fixation.
There you go. There you go.
Traffic, 871 Charlie Papa, turn final, runway 36.
Back to 2. And we'll come back down. Level that out.
Stock, 850 Alpha, departure runway 22 to the south.
Good, fuel's good, oil pressure's good, amps are good. We're
I
on the ball.
don't know why that fuel gauge is jumping around over there.
Looks like it's something electrical.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's get back down.
There you go. Yeah, see, so I noticed when you kind of eased up on your grip, it went down. So I think it's just your grip. Maybe just try and use fingertips. That might help with just control of the plane overall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trimmed out.
Looks
For
pretty,
the power
trimmed
thing,
pretty good,
yeah.
yeah.
One at a time, guys.
Little up. There we go. And 30. So we're all
Good, so we look good.
0. Good. Alright.
All right, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta. Give me a right 360, descend and maintain 3,500.
Okay, right 360, descend and maintain. Descend and maintain
3,500.
3,500.
There you go.
Okay, so 360, so the reciprocal, so we're looking at, can't do the math in my head real quick.
So 360, right? A full 360 degree
Oh,
turn.
full
Yeah. That'd be a 180, 180.
Yes. Okay, so one more time. Right
Right 360, descend and maintain 3,500.
right 360, descend and maintain 3,500. So we're going to pull some power out.
Good, and just watch your standard rate there. A little steep. There you go.
Okay, there we go. Which one is more accurate, the magenta or the...
I found that they're just about the same, honestly.
Okay. It is really difficult.
So this is a really good standard descent. You got 500 feet per minute. You're nice and stable.
It's almost like I've flown an airplane before.
Exactly, yeah.
It's just so different. I'm
You want to look outside,
I'm fighting
yeah.
against, fighting against looking outside. So we're going to bring this back up. Here it continues. We'll take some of that turn out.
Yeah, it goes against everything you've been taught up to now. Always
Yes,
look outside,
yes,
and now
yes.
you can't look outside.
Okay, so we're leveled out.
Good.
Trimmed out. We're standard for the turn. So we're looking for 3030. Everybody's on mine.
Yeah, there's somebody over at Executive, somebody going to Fayetteville, looks like. Yeah.
So all the traffic, we'll have Mike's on a
Might be doing the overshot.
There you go, so overshot a little bit there.
I think today is Pancake Day.
Pancake Day?
Yeah, up at Shelbyville.
Oh, okay, interesting. Do they have like fly-ins up there?
They have like the first Saturday, they do a fly-in for like Pancake Day.
Oh, that's cool.
And I flew up there one day and I was like, why are all these people at Shelbyville?
Yep. Alright, I'm going to give you vectors to intercept a VOR radial. So, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta, turn left heading 360, and you can expect vectors to intercept the 020 radial.
Okay.
And I'll walk you through how to do that.
Okay, so we're going to turn.
So go left 360.
Left to 360.
Okay.
Intercept.
Right about there.
There's 360.
So I'm going to show you how to program it in this plane.
Okay.
So go ahead and go to menu, or hit back, sorry. What we're going to do is we're going to go default nav. Now we want a different CDI, right? Because this is on GPS right now. So we want it to be ground-based. So hit CDI. Now it's going to change it to the green needle, right? It's on a localizer right now. And I'm going to kind of talk through this for a second, so just watch your heading.
Okay.
So we need to get the VOR frequency in there, right? The rocket VOR. So what we're going to do, we have COM 1 and NAV 1 up top. The 650 is weird because it only shows one set of frequencies at a time. So right now it's on COM. If you want to switch it to NAV, you just push the cursor, and now it's on NAV. So right now, it's plugged into IMDQ, it's the ILS at MDQ. So we want to put in the VOR frequency. So that's 112.2. You would go here, 112.2, hit enter, and then we want to switch it. So that's going to change the frequency on there. It changed our course on here. So ATC told you to expect the 020 radial. So we have to change this course on here, because right now it's on 360.
Okay.
So to do that, what you're going to do is you're going to press this knob. It brings you to this menu. You're going to go over to course, press it again, and now you can move your course to 020.
Okay.
So now, essentially, I'm going to give you vectors to intercept that course. So, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta, turn left heading 300, and just descend and maintain 3,500.
Okay, left turn 300, descend and maintain 3,500.
Now when I say intercept, I just mean fly into it and then start tracking it towards the VOR.
So we're going to fly perpendicular to that green line. As we get to the green line, we're going to turn and follow them.
Exactly.
We're going to turn to the right.
We're going to turn to the left, because I'm going to have you go towards it. So this needle or this arrow right here is that's your to from indication essentially.
Okay.
It always points to the VOR.
Okay.
Now, most of the time, going back to what you said about intercepting it from a 90-degree angle, most of the time ATC is going to give you a nice, 30 to 45-degree intercept angle. That way, you're not having to do a super sharp 90-degree turn. So I'm going to try and get you vectors as well. Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta, turn left heading 240.
Left turn 240 for 172 Kilo Delta.
Okay, we're getting traffic. Skylane 46906 Tango, taxiing out to 36. Unfull check.
Now, pretty soon, that CDI, the line right here, is going to start centering up. So we're pretty far away from that VOR right now.
Okay.
The further away you get, the less sensitive it is. The closer you get, the more sensitive it is. So it's going to be really unsensitive. So I would say you can start your turn to intercept when it is within about halfway between this airplane and that first dot.
Okay.
So it's going to be really close. See, let's say they give you 3,500. Usually I give myself like a 50-foot buffer. So I'll kind of sit at 3550. That way, if I subconsciously start to get a little low, I'm still within 3,500. If I start to get a little high, again, I'm still within that 100-foot buffer.
Okay.
I really use that when it's really, really bumpy outside. So like turbulent days, you're going to notice it's really hard to maintain a specific altitude. So if you give yourself a little buffer, it'll kind of prevent you from going low.
Okay, so we need to go right.
Exactly, yeah. So that CDI starts deviating to the right, so we got to chase it. The other thing about these G5s, digital displays, they're never going to reverse sense. So like a traditional VOR receiver, if you plug it in wrong, you run the risk of reverse sensing, which essentially, if you turn towards a displaced CDI, it could move further away. It will never do that.
Okay.
Good.
So we should hold this.
This is a good heading to hold for now. I think it should get us back towards that CDI, that course.
Okay. And this course is the 020.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're on the 020 radial. So what would our bearing to the VOR be right now?
I don't know.
So the reciprocal. So that would be 200. You have bearings and radials. Radials shoot away from the VOR. Bearings go to it.
Yes.
So right now our bearing is 200, and the radial that we're trying to intercept is 020. 180 degree difference.
Okay. So that's where we're going.
Yes.
Okay.
But the
But
CDI
we're
is
to the
deflected.
left.
So yeah, so we got to keep correcting to the right. And it's just that wind. The wind is pushing us that way.
Okay. So we'll turn about here. Hold this.
XO exec Skyhawk 71 Charlie Papa downwind 36. XO exec.
All stepped on. We're there.
Double shot of chicken. Short final runway 5. First contact back. 7. Alpha traffic TVM 930 Romeo Delta just off of 23 through a 2000 left turn to the south. Final call. Bessemer Varga 89 Juliet is about 1 mile to the south. Be making across limb midfield. I've got the traffic in sight, departing and landing. Bessemer. Bessemer traffic, 734 cycle. Until executive.
Okay, so that line is still just a little bit to the right. And we are getting closer to it, so it's going to start going all over the place.
Okay. So intercept is further out.
Yeah. So I'm gonna actually give you a heading.
Okay.
So fly heading.
Cherokee, I've got you
290 for now.
Heading 290.
On your tail and let you go.
Right turn.
Right turn to 290.
I'm just trying to get you away from the Charlie.
Roger.
Gotcha.
And then I'm gonna give you another radial to intercept. So
Skyhawk 71 Charlie Papa is final for 36.
Okay, right turn to 290. You said 290, correct?
yeah.
Okay. Pull out 290.
South turn through the downwind 45 for runway 21 not one.
And we're leveled out. The level. I don't have a.
All right. So I'm going to just maintain 290. So I'm going to give you another radial. So plug in the 330 radial into the bottom G5. You remember how to do that?
Plug in the 3, so
Of course. It's not touchscreen, so you gotta. I wish it was. That makes it easier.
And you said
330. Good. So now I'm going to give you a heading to intercept that one. So Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta, turn right heading 360.
right turn 360 for 172 Kilo Delta. Right, we just stop our nose just a tad. Right turn 360.
That's my traffic, Cherokee 7375 Juliet, making my very similar sound. That's my traffic.
And roll out. 360. Going out a little too late, but
Cherokee, you guys are going to be touch and go. Roger, Cherokee.
So whenever that course starts to come in,
yes, like now.
yeah. So we're gonna wait for it again. We're a little bit closer to the VOR this time, but we're still gonna wait until it's about a half dot deflection from the plane in that first time, and then you can start turning. I want you to turn outbound this time.
Okay, so that'll be left turn.
Yeah, it's gonna be a left-hand turn.
Start our left-hand turn. Nose down.
Good. There we go.
0.
So now you want to put, like I said, that pink diamond at the top of your needle, right? So actually turn to the left, because you want to get this pink diamond right on top of that green arrow.
Okay.
Right about there. So now essentially you are correcting yourself for wind, right? So wind will keep you on the radial,
Gotcha.
which is exactly what you want. So really you're flying, a heading slightly to the left of the course that you're flying.
Okay.
Move that diamond just a little bit more to the right, and it'll keep that CDI centered. There you go. And if it starts to deviate, you deviate that diamond to it. Good.
Oh, wait. I'm turning the wrong. Am I turning the wrong way?
Yeah, so I would stop it here. That way you don't overcorrect for it. That's a big error with like new instrument students. They always want to overcorrect.
Okay.
It's all just about nice kind of shallow turns, because now it's already centered again for you.
Okay.
So you can kind of start taking it back to the left. Because then what happens is you'll be chasing it back and forth, and it'll end up kind of snaking around it rather than just tracking it.
Okay.
There you go. Good.
100. Oh.
So like now, you see how you're kind of overturning again? So keep that, go back to the right. Back to the right. You keep that pink diamond right at the top of that green arrow. And if it starts to deviate, you do 5 to 10 degrees, no more than that. If it's deviating to the right. It's alright, don't get frustrated.
It's like the world's worst video game.
Yeah. So take it to the right a little bit.
So I want the diamond, the arrow, and the line to all be aligned.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. That's your goal. If the line is not aligned, you have to correct towards it to get back on the course. So right about here, and stop the turn, just level the wings. Eventually that CDI is going to come in, because really our track is going into the CDI, right? But we're actually tracking about 012 right now. So we are moving, we're moving slightly east, so this is slowly going to come in.
Right foot is in, altitude. One is around us.
Henry County, Cessna 99 Golf, turning left, crosswind, runway 20, Henry County.
And we are also getting further and further away from the VOR, so it's starting to lose its sensitivity.
Traffic to Juliet Sierra is 12 miles to the inbound, straight in runway 27
So now, just a very, very 5-degree turn to the left.
5-degree turn to the left.
To get that diamond right at the top of that needle, right about here, that's all you need. That was a little too much. Take it back to the right a little bit. There you go. Yeah, so you'll find that instrument is very, very precise, very, very small kind of corrections.
Okay.
Now just keep that CDI centered.
Metro traffic, Cherokee 7345 Juliet, final runway 5, make the full stop, that's traffic. Tullahoma traffic, Cessna 733 Alpha Zulu is 10 miles out on the RNAV 36, Tullahoma.
I'm going to give you another one. Now plug in the 340 radial, and I'm going to turn you towards that.
340.
Alright, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta, turn right heading 090.
Right turn 090 for 172 Kilo Delta. Right turn 090. Good. Field is good. We got our right foot in there. Right turn to 090.
Yes.
More to go.
Now, essentially, I just want you to, I'm going to have you track this next one inbound. So, we just changed the radial by 10 degrees, so now we're just flying a 340 radial instead of the 330. So, good job with your heading. Really good job with your altitude so far. It's looking good. And now you can start a nice shallow turn to the right so that we're tracking towards the VOR again, because we got that 2 indication.
They're all lined up.
Good.
Tullahoma traffic, Sirius 410 Alpha Sierra, 5 miles to the northwest of the field. Maneuver 45, runway 36, Tullahoma. 6768 Whiskey, final, 25, full stop.
Check that out.
Alright, very good. So I'm going to ask you a couple questions. So what is your current heading?
Our current heading is 160.
What's your current course?
Our current course is 30.
So it's really, you're on the 340 radial.
So our course is a reciprocal event.
Yeah, yeah.
So, duh, it's right in front of me. Like 170.
Yeah, exactly. Just about. 340 minus 180 is what? There's 160. So really, your heading and your course are very similar right now. Now your CDI is starting to deflect to the right, so just turn to the right to correct that deflection. Right, the goal is to, it's kind of like very similar to the ball on the turn coordinator. Goal is to keep that course centered at all times.
Okay.
10 miles to the southwest, entering the left end for right downwind 22 Smithfield.
Okay, so the wind is pushing us away.
Exactly.
Henry County, Cessna 99 Golf, turning final, runway 20, Henry County. Oklahoma traffic, 7820 uniform, 8 miles to the west, and we'll be doing a left downwind for runway 36, Oklahoma.
Oh, fuel. Altitude. Level off here.
Oklahoma traffic, 733 Alpha Zulu is 5 miles on the RNAV 36, Tullahoma.
Tullahoma, Cirrus 410 Alpha Sierra, left base, runway 36, Tullahoma.
Yeah, very good.
Left downwind for runway. Altitude is good. Power's good. Fuel.
We'll do something real quick on here. So what I just did, I changed your bearing pointer. So you'll notice that you have a couple blue arrows on here as well.
Yeah.
One of them is VOR, one of them is GPS. So the one with one line in it, it's kind of hard to see. It's because it's right behind your course.
Yeah.
It's pointing directly to the VOR. We'll talk more about that a different day, but essentially it's going to always track and point to the VOR.
Okay.
It's a really good tool when we're doing like an instrument approach because you can use it to identify different waypoints. So now we're getting closer to it, so it's going to start to get really sensitive. I want you to plug in the 090 radial now. And I want you to intercept this one. So you can start just a very nice shallow turn to 090.
Turn to 090, so we'll turn left.
Oklahoma traffic, 7820 uniform, entering a left
There you
downwind for
go.
runway
Nice
36,
standard rate
Oklahoma.
turn. And actually shallow it out just a little bit. Do a half standard rate for this one.
3 miles out, final on the RNAV.
Yeah, there you go. And stop heading. Top here. 120.
Again?
You can stop on this heading.
Okay.
I may have turned you a little early there. I'm just gonna wait for that course to come in, and then you can fly it. I'm looking at the VOR right now. We're a little bit to the left of it, so.
Oklahoma traffic, Cirrus 410 Alpha Sierra on the go, runway 36. We'll be staying the pattern, Oklahoma. Cirrus 1 traffic, Cherokee, 630 Juliet, making left call sign, runway 5, approach traffic, left 1 traffic. Tango traffic, 904 traffic, Tango. 5.
Take it a little bit more to the right to get that course to center up.
Tullahoma traffic, 733 Alpha Zulu, short final, 36, full stop, Tullahoma traffic.
There you go. That's a good heading for now.
Customer traffic, Cherokee 7345 Juliet is left downwind, runway 5, be full stop. 10 Alpha Sierra, left crosswind, runway 36, Tullahoma.
That was interesting.
That's, yeah, can't even tell what he said there.
Tullahoma traffic, 7820 uniform, turning left, runway 36, Tullahoma.
Let's see, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta, descend and maintain 3000.
Descend and maintain 3000 for 172 Kilo Delta.
Tullahoma, Cirrus 410 Alpha Sierra, left downwind, runway 36, Tullahoma.
Good, so you got your course centered up, getting that descent going. And remember, at least 500 feet per minute.
At least 500.
At least 500. That's the standard. They're expecting at least 500.
Oh, okay. I feel like we're moving, man.
kind of getting pushed that way a little bit. Looks like we do have wind coming from the northwest, so yeah, it's pushing us just a little bit south.
Okay.
So you're doing a good job of correcting that that course for wind.
So the seat of my pants is not lying.
I know it's not. Now sometimes your sensations will lie to you, 100%.
Oklahoma traffic 723 altitude. Zulu's clear 36, Oklahoma. Thank you.
And we'll level it out.
Good, and then that course is just slightly deviating to the right. There you go.
At Tullahoma, Cirrus 410 Alpha Sierra, turning left base, runway 36, got the final traffic inside, Tullahoma. Cherokee 7345 Juliet, again, final, runway 5, beautiful stop.
Alright, and in a second, I'm going to start vectoring you. So what I'm going to do, we're going to start heading back. I'm going to vector you to get into the pattern at executive. Just go past some of this traffic for a second. Got somebody on final doing maneuvers over here, probably.
Okay, so we're south of it.
Yeah, we're southeast of the field. Alright, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta, turn left heading 360, descend and maintain 2,500.
Left turn 360, descend and maintain 2,500 for 172 Kilo Delta.
Tullahoma, Cirrus 410 Alpha Sierra, turning final, runway 36, Tullahoma.
360, 2,500.
And while you're doing that, I would pull power to about 2,100 RPM. That'll help you descend, you know, at your, and watch 360. That'll help you descend at a good rate, and you won't be going, you know, way too fast.
Gotcha.
Now remember, pull power and you pitch. So pitch, power, and trim, or else it won't start descending.
But we're, full power.
There you go. Pitch, power, trim.
This is the world's worst video game.
It really is. It's a lot to pay attention to.
Okay, so 360, 2,500 is what we're looking for.
And you got a good descent going. I'm actually just gonna have you keep going. Descend and maintain 2,000.
Descend and maintain 2,000 for 170 Kilo Delta.
Huntsville Executive Traffic, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta, 5 miles east, 2,600 descending, setting up for the 45, right downwind, runway 36, Huntsville Exec. Alright, that guy's going to be 1,000 above us. Where's he at?
Tullahoma traffic, Cirrus 410 Alpha Sierra on the go, runway 36, Tullahoma.
It's that time of morning.
Yep.
Tullahoma, 399, you can enter a left downwind with a 36 grass.
Alright, coming up on 2,000. And we're down to the level is on 150 feet from back on track. 2,200 should hold us.
Yeah, good. A little bumpy as we get closer to the ground.
Tullahoma, Cirrus 410 Alpha Sierra, left crosswind, runway 36. Got the 45, traffic inside, Tullahoma.
Just a tad.
County, Cessna 99 Golf, turning left crosswind runway 20, Union County.
Upperville traffic, Turkey 15901, 5 miles to the...
Contact that traffic, Skylane 46, pitch tacker departing 36.
So whenever we start doing approaches, you'll notice that you'll be doing this for just a very long time, flying in a straight line. ATC loves to take you pretty far out for approaches, because their plans are essentially for planes that fly a lot faster than us, which need more time to do shoot final approach. So we just kind of get caught in the middle of that. We always get long vectors, long approaches.
Okay.
So this will become very normal.
Okay.
All right, let's see. There we go. All right, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta, turn left heading 240.
Left turn 240 for 172 Kilo Delta. Back. Left turn to 240. Altitude is good. Filter doing no favors.
Something that traffic on Cherokee 1 Charlie Alpha is about 3.5 miles, 4 miles to the east, maneuvering below 2,500.
Upperville traffic, Cherokee 15901.
All right, roll out for 240. Okay.
And Tullahoma, Cirrus 410 Alpha Sierra, left downwind runway 36, Tullahoma.
Yeah, exactly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn you parallel with it, and then I'm going to load up visual, which essentially is going to be a straight line to the runway. Just stay on 240 for now. It's going to be a straight line to the runway, and then I'll have you take your throttles off.
Okay.
Oh, here, actually, I'm going to load that in now. I'll have.
Henry County, Cessna 99 Golf, turning left base, runway 20, Henry County.
Okay, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta, turn left heading 190.
Left turn 190 for 172 Kilo Delta.
Huntsville Executive Traffic, Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta, 4 miles northeast of the field, 2,100. We're southbound. Going to be setting up for a extended base to final runway 36 Huntsville Exec.
Alpha Cirrus 410 Alpha Sierra, left base runway 36, Tullahoma.
Where is this guy?
Huntsville Exec traffic, running 3 right there, actually attaching to the ramp, from the ramp to 36.
And just maintain 190. I'm watching for this traffic out here.
Henry County, Cessna 99 Golf, turning final runway 20, Henry County. Tullahoma traffic, 7820 uniform, turning left crosswind runway 36, Tullahoma.
190.
Altitude
Tower.
I'll tell you what. Turn 200. I want to get away. Yeah, I want to get away from whatever this guy's doing.
In the area after this one, Tullahoma.
00.
Alright, I got him in sight.
Tullahoma traffic, 7820 uniform, turning left downwind runway 36, Tullahoma.
Skyhawk 172 Kilo Delta, descend and maintain 1,800.
And 1,800 for 172 Kilo Delta. Gotta get down 300 feet.
There you go, and 172 Kilo Delta, you can go back to 190.
190.
Alma traffic, Cirrus 410 Alpha Sierra on the go, runway 36, see ya, Shalom.
So essentially what you have loaded, what I have loaded in right here is the same, it has the same, does the same thing as a VOR course, which we were just following, except this is GPS based. So this is the visual approach for runway 36 at Executive. So if you notice now that CDI is deflected all the way to the right, because essentially that is just a straight path from the runway. So I'm going to take you to the right, and then I'm going to have you intercept that, and you're going to be on final approach. And then I'll have, have you take your foggles off.
So we're like doing a long downwind.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. You're on downwind right now. I'm just taking you out, so that way you have a little bit of time to actually fly the course.
Gotcha. Turning left base, runway 36,